Hello and welcome once again to Coaching Conversations with me, Steve Crabb, and Marie Taylor.
Hello everyone.
Today the topic of conversation is going to be about the value and power of mentoring and how it can empower a business and individuals to be successful. And we're also going to talk about some of maybe the pitfalls around mentoring as well. So let's get going. Hi Marie, so topic of conversation is about mentoring and how it can empower other people to be successful. So what's there to be said about that?
Well, mentoring is a really powerful tool. So I see mentoring work really well in organisations. And I've also seen it work not so well. And sometimes the reason why it works not so well is because it's ill-defined. You know, the organisation hasn't been clear about what mentoring is and who they're using for mentoring and why. So on occasion, organisations will say, well, you know, Fred's really good at doing this. You know, he's our expert at blah. We'll get him to mentor other people in how to do what he does really well. And there are lots of assumptions in that.
Yeah.
And there's lots of assumptions about Fred and his ability to do that, and assumptions about what that looks like in terms of, you know, does Fred have the skills to do it? My kind of mantra is you need to have a coaching skill set to be able to mentor well. You need to be able to help people within a framework to mentor well. Does he understand learning? Does he actually understand how people learn? And not everyone learns how he learns, you know, otherwise there's a risk that he's just going to replicate how he learnt it. And he can just be talking to himself almost. And sometimes there's also the factor which is, in truth, some people in organisations in particular, this is a kind of distinction between internal mentoring and external, you know, bringing in an external mentor or coach. This is sometimes an issue. Internal mentors with the best will in the world will like to help people and will say they like to help people, and they do, and they're doing it with the best of intention. But not many people like to see people go by them. So what can happen sometimes in organisations is a mentor will take someone to a level and then inadvertently put a little cap on that person's ability to grow, because they know that they might bypass them, or they might even do something even better than they did it. So a really great...
It's not always done intentionally, is it?
No,
Most times it's not done
no,
intentionally at all.
it's unconscious. It's completely unconscious. It's an almost... They would describe it as self-protecting in case the person makes too big a risk. I want to make sure they don't make too big a risk because I've been there, seen it, done it. But as we were saying in an earlier recording, you know, adaptability is key in business. So sometimes we have to be able to let people stretch even beyond what we're capable of or our own understanding. And sometimes internal mentors just, if they're not well trained, they don't get that. They don't understand it.
And I heard it once described as mentoring could be people handing on and passing on their own limitations.
They can, yes. Yeah, they can.
And I think, isn't there a great conversation to be had then about people not really recognising fully the value of being trained as a mentor and being trained as a coach? Yes,
there is. And people misuse the words, so it doesn't help. So sometimes people will, you know, I'll go into organisations, people say, oh, I've got 2 great mentors, you know, they're my wonderful role models. I meet them once a month for lunch. And I'll say, that's a friendship. There's a kind of different thing. Nice lunch buddy. And then maybe, you know, sometimes that's not true. Sometimes the person is a really great mentor, you know, they've got real experience to pass on and wisdom to pass on. But real mentoring is different. You know, it is about really focusing on particular outcomes and helping people towards those outcomes. So very occasionally, you know, organisations and individuals may say, yeah, we've got a mentoring scheme, you know, this person's like, and what they really mean is sponsorship. They mean this person is like a sponsor of this person in the organisation. They're their champion.
Yes.
You know, they're the person who might say, I'm watching your career and helping you. And that is a form of, you know, we use that as a form of that word mentoring around that. What I'm talking about in mentoring is a very specific relationship to help someone to achieve certain outcomes and to be successful.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed the same thing, but there are a lot more companies now seemingly interested in making sure that the mentors have the right skill sets and the right plan is in place to make sure the mentoring is effective and efficient.
Yes.
because the skill gaps quite often in
Well,
companies.
there are massive skill gaps, and it's a great way of filling a skill gap. And where it doesn't succeed is where those people aren't trained to understand how to do that. It's the how of doing it.
Yeah.
It's not about their wisdom. So I've also seen organisations, make an error. They'll say, oh, we thought so-and-so was going to be great at mentoring and passing this information on to whoever. But actually, Sally, she's not been very good at doing it. And it's not about Sally. It's because she hasn't been trained.
Yeah,
to do
brilliant, great. Thanks for that. So, some great insights there about mentoring. And if you've got questions, comments, observations, you can always email us. The emails will come up at the end of the credits. And we've got our LinkedIn group, which is Business Coaching and Mentoring. Please communicate with us on that. And the next topic of conversation is going to be about the brand of you, the importance of being able to really think about who you are, how you present yourself, and how you come across, and basically how people talk about you when you're not in the room. So, look forward to speaking to you again soon.
See you then.